This is the Metal Queens podcast. I'm Steve Richards. I am joined by Sasha and Sonja from Hellcats, the first all-female band from Slovenia. They formed in 2003. They are also the authors of the lyrics and all of the music too. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you.
Joining me from Slovenia. So, how did the band originally get together? You're what, 22 years now?
Yeah, it's going to be 22 years. Me and Sonja are sisters. We started really early to play guitar, and Sonja started playing flute while she was 5 years old and I was 7. So we went to music school and we started performing together in classic music. But then we loved rock music, rock and metal as teenagers, and then we switched the instruments a little bit. Maybe Sonja can tell. Sonja made a major switch.
Yeah, my flute teacher was also teaching drums, so I was watching the drums in the room all the time. But then later in teenage years, I switched to drums, and then later we formed Hellcats. Yeah.
Was music in your family?
Yeah, it was. Our father and mother were both musicians, but not the main profession. But our father was playing clarinet, and mother was playing harmonica. So yeah, it was music all over the accordion. Yeah, music was all over the house all the time. Yeah.
So they must have been very supportive of your career choice.
Yeah, they are. But first they wanted from us to finish school. It was always the school comes first because mother is a teacher, father is an electro engineer, so it was important to them to finish school as well, not just music. Yeah.
Did you both go to school in Slovenia?
Yeah, and we finished faculties, so.
Yeah, I'm an electrical engineer and Sasha is an architect, so we have backup.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do have. Yeah, you definitely have backup. So, what is the music scene like? Well, first, when you started the band, the music scene in Slovenia, what is it like?
When we started the band, there was actually no internet, so it was really hard to find the right girls the right musician for our band. We decided when we found the guitar player, we decided that we are having all female band then. It was, we needed to print flyers and posters to stick them to the walls around Ljubljana to find the right members. And the scene was more rock and metal than it is now. I think the rock scene is a little bit slowing down right at this time in Slovenia. Yeah.
Yeah, club concerts are like disappearing almost. It's like more big things, big stadium shows, and all the clubs are like a lot of them closed. So it's changing a little bit. Yeah.
So for the new bands, it's not so much supportive. The new bands are disappearing as well because they couldn't get a gig, except if they're playing covers. But if they're playing original music, it's really hard. It's only few clubs, and you need to sell tickets, and it's not easy.
Who were you both influenced? You mentioned earlier you used to listen to and still listen to rock and metal. Who were some of your early influences?
I started with AC/DC. AC/DC, and then there were harder and harder bands, Pantera, Sepultura, Iron Maiden, Metallica.
Metallica, yeah.
Yes, we went to many concerts with Sonja before we started the band. We loved the festivals and big concerts as well. So
and different metal, because we always went to metal events and there were all kinds of metal concerts there. It was all together. It was not so divided to black metal, thrash metal. It was all together. So we love all metal. It's not just one type of the metal.
What do you listen to now when you want to break?
I still listen to old school music, like Pantera, Metallica. We just went to a concert of Pantera. It was like a dream come true. So yeah, I'm still old school. Yeah, I'm like, I listen to new one, but like more like they come to my mind, but they just often go away. So I stick to old school music. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some of the new bands, they use Sonja, how is it translated into English? Taped stuff. We like that the band and plays themselves without recorded stuff on the stage.
Yeah, a lot of bands are doing that now, unfortunately.
Yes, and so you know what the real sound is.
Yeah.
So now we are going. We love also black metal. We are going to Gorgorod to the next concert. For example, because our friend is a singer there, and we are not just into one type of metal, as Sonja said.
Yeah. They're from Norway, so in Norway there is a lot of black metal bands which are really great. So yeah, we love when they come here. We always go to concerts.
Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned Metallica, and I'm going to see Metallica and Pantera. They're touring the U.S. I'm going to see them in May, so looking forward to seeing them again. It's always a great show. Yeah. Well, let's talk about this festival you have coming up. The one you started, now celebrating its 10th anniversary this year. All right, I'm going to try and pronounce it correctly. The Dan Rock.
Yeah.
Žena?
Yes.
Yeah.
Žena is women. The Day of Women in Rock. We started it 10 years ago to support smaller or younger or all female bands who have their original music, who are playing their original music, who would like to present their music, who would like to be on stage, and they cannot get a gig unless they're playing covers. That is happening a lot. So we wanted to help them and to meet new female musicians as well.
And that's in Slovenia, right?
That's in the capital, Ljubljana, in our favorite rock club, Orto Bar. It's a really nice club who is every year is supporting us as well. And we invite many all-female bands till now. Last year we had a great opportunity, since they were on tour. We had an opportunity to invite Nervosa from Brazil. This was our biggest band ever on our festival. And this year we invited two more bands from smaller bands from Europe, the Agony and Restore. Agony from Czech Republic and Restore from Serbia.
Women's Rock Day on March 8th in Slovenia. All right, let's talk new music. The first single you ever released was 15 years ago, back in 2010, Heavy Metal. I understand you're working on a new album, right?
Yeah.
Can you give us a peek into a few tracks from the album?
Yeah, the one is Black Thunder, which we released last year. It's the one. And the second one is I Am, which was released before in 2015, but it was not released on an album yet. So we will record it again with our singer new. Now they're like for 3 years, we have the same members, but we will record it again with the two members. So the new guitars and new vocals will be, and the others are still, one we did it already in studio and the others are in the making. So we hope until the end of the year it will be out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Black Thunder, the video is out now. You can check that out. So you said by the end of the year that'll be out.
Yeah.
We hope maybe autumn. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
The important thing is that we have the right chemistry in the band. This time we have been searching for a long time. The girls, Sarah and Mia,
Yeah.
we have them for 3 years now, and you need the good chemistry and good musicians to make the new CD.
Yeah, especially changing members of the band too. So you said 3 years now with Mia and Sarah. How did you find Mia and Sarah?
We wanted Sarah before our first CD, but she has some kind of a contract or something with the ex band, so she wasn't allowed to play in other bands. And she was so happy when I didn't give up on her, and I called her 4 years ago if she's in. She was so happy that I called her that time. And Mia was so young that her parents wouldn't allow her to play. She was 16, I think, at the time we found her. So we had to wait a little bit. So she was 21 and she started playing with us.
Did you know right away the first time you played with Mia and Sarah that it was something special and there was some instant chemistry?
Yeah.
It was immediately after a first gig, and when we went to a first tour together, it was like we get along so well all the time that it's like we can hardly wait to go on the next one. So yeah.
So when are you going to tour the U.S.? Will we see you here in the States?
We would love to come. It's just so complicated to find a good booking agent and a good booking agency. But when we found them, we'll come definitely.
I know you've got tour dates. There's the festival coming up on March 8th. There, I think you Italy and France this summer too.
This summer we are going to Germany.
To Germany.
But and we'll be recording till then. But we've been to Italy in January, and we were so really nice. It was such a nice surprise. From
great, really. Yeah.
What's the best thing about performing live?
We perform everything live. We also record since the beginning all by ourselves. We write, Sonja and write songs only by ourselves. No boyfriends, husbands, managers helps us, because we are we are just us. And when we have a band who are women like us, it's so great to be on stage. Our Sarah is energetic bomb as a singer. Our Mia is really, really talented, the youngest member, and we are the rhythm section who also know each other very well. So we really enjoy, especially, yeah.
Especially the energy we get from the people when they see us live. That's what it's all about. When you're on the stage and you get applause and the people who sings our songs with us, it's like, this is like the most important thing to go on the stage, to get this from people. So it's like we get younger and younger every day because of that. So,
you feed off that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to go back to songwriting for a second here. So you two do most of the songwriting, right?
Yes, actually all. Since the beginning. Yeah.
So, and what's the process like? Sasha, will you write a little bit and then you share it with Sonja and you go back and forth?
Before we were sitting together and doing everything together. But now, since we hear each other every day, but we are not physically together. We used to be roommates as students also. But now we both have families. We're not together all the time. So each of us makes something and we have rehearsals every week. So when we come together, we play and sing and talk.
when one gets an idea, it tells the other one immediately, and then we build the song based on this idea. So that's how it goes. Yeah.
And what do you like to do for fun when you're not songwriting, you're not touring? I know, Sonja, you just posted on Instagram. You're very active on social. Skiing, I know you're on holiday now. What else do you like to do?
I love to dance. That is like, I'm a jazz ballet dancer. I used to teach too, but now I started to dance again in this school, and it's like energy getting. I'm just getting energy, more energy. So yeah, it's dancing for me is like for my whole life I do it. So
Dancing
I
and
love it.
And a bit of skiing too.
It's more like holidays, like not like professionally or something. Dancing is more serious.
And Sasha?
Yeah, I go to fitness every day. I'm not like bodybuilder, but I go to fitness just to stay fit, and I go every morning. When I put my daughter to the kindergarten, after that I go to fitness. And I also love to ski as well and swim in the summer. Summers we spent at the seaside. As I told you, Slovenia is a really small country, and we have mountains and sea, and Croatia is really nearby where we go to the seaside. So
they are the Hellcats, Sasha and Sonja, sisters. They for more info, they've got a website, hellcats.si. They're very active on social, all the platforms too. You can get the latest on their new album coming later this year, and updated tour dates as well. Sasha and Sonja, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And this
it was talk, and a really nice surprise that you invited us to this.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for doing it. And this is the Metal Queens podcast. I'm Steve Richards.